I'm Emerson Big Bird Beaver. I'm with.
I'm Bruce. Or no,
And as we see here, Team U has just started pushing out the gates. We're watching Scruff right now. Soldier here as he heads out. Blue team really taking control of that cart as they head into the tunnel.
They did a great job there to come out of the gates, get straight onto that cart, and get it moving. So the directive of the game, for those who haven't played Team Fortress 2 before, the blue team, or the first team to take the blue side is Team U, and their directive is to move that cart into the red base and get it to stop there. The way they can do that is to stand next to the cart without any red people near it. So their directive is to move forward. Red team's goal is to put the people next to the cart and make the cart stop.
And we see right now, doing a great job of pushing into that first point. And usually on these payload maps, the first point is designed for blue to be able to easily capture. It's just a way to really establish, like how well the teams work together. We'll see it get a little more challenging at the end points.
Definitely, the deeper into the game we get, the harder it becomes.
Sure thing, especially as we get closer to the red spawn, it'll become much harder. Let's take a look at Scruff, one of the better players on the team, using the rocket launcher as a soldier. Keeping Zalog to be kind of the core of the team this time. We see a good name popping over on heavy. That's going to be great for the as they basically take command of the entire overpass area.
What that means when you have the two players glowing in that metallic blue is it's called an overcharge, which means both the medic and the player that they're charging up are invincible to any damage from the red team. And
many would argue actually that is the most influential thing, especially in such a small, a game with such a small team size. Overcharge can just turn the tide of a match because it's really hard to stop one.
Absolutely, there's no way to stop it except for it.
Yeah, that's gonna let you take control of that second point. That's bring it and pile off the card. Soggy's gonna try to defend. We'll see how long he lasts there. He doesn't have a medic to back him up. Interesting choice by the red team not to run a medic.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for the full strategy. I think they have a turret set up, but looks like that was taken out. Blue team is pushing very strong right now. Looks like red team's defense is struggling. We'll see if that changes at all as the match goes.
Yeah, we'll see how this ends up going. Now they have to switch to medics. Bring in the for the red team. See how this ends up working out. Good name. Healing is teaming very well. And push led by Zalex. He'll for one more time as he charge. Pushes him down towards Tim Slater and Orange 243. This is going to be a really tough one for red team to stop. We'll see how they end up. They got to get there. They got to get organized once again and kind of push them split apart by this constant push.
Yeah, blue team has done a great job so far in this game, just going right into the attack formation, really taking charge of this game, and red team hasn't been able to stop it so far. You see a turret getting set up deep in the red team's base as this game is the red team. We see Scruff very effectively, so he can take them out. Blue team, if they can get the cart into that little hole right there in front, they win the game as the cart keeps on moving. Very close.
And that sentry gun there built by is basically solidifying win. As they push the cart into the pit, explosion happens, team wins first round, 4-42, time with me.
So that was a great game for the blue team. Really took charge, took control, and didn't allow the red team really even a chance to win. As now we see the teams will switch sides, so the group that was the red team in that last round, the team man, will now become the blue team and will be attacking as the team that was just blue, Team U, will be taking over on the red side and trying to defend. we'll see, as you saw in that last game, the Team U, when they were using blue, was able to cut right through the defense of Team Man, and we'll see whether Team Man is able to have a similar attack strategy here in this new round. See Scruff, rocket jumping a little bit, preparing for the blue team's attack. We've got a couple of heavies on the red side.
Let's take a look at the red engineer up on the top. Setting up the two engine. That's a team move up there. Running the Eureka effect. Interesting decision by him. But we'll see if that works out.
The round has now begun as the cart is already starting heading towards the tunnel. Unusual Bopfish thing is about to bring the cart into the tunnel. Zalos for the red team, trying to defend. The heavy using a shotgun, they're not the greatest strategy. Usually the heavy using a minigun.
And now we see Scruff and Timu up here on the hill. Taking care of, this is probably the most influential point in the entire first area of Badwater Basin here. Whoever controls this area really controls the map. So we'll see if Scruff and Timu will run. Looking trying to make point. Push. Killing Hammer. As Alsage comes out of the tunnel and gets deleted by Timu Central.
Scruff is doing a good job here, standing on top of the cliff and trying to pick off the blue team as they exit the tunnel. Soggy, the heavy for the blue team, is going to try and come around the top here. Try and play the red team. Attack the top of the ledge.
I see Timu using the Wrangler to focus down Sia. CIA. Focusing it down with the sentry gun. Really holding on to this point up here. Dominating Alsage, who struggles as a pyro to take out that sentry gun. Let's take a look at the team competition one more time. For Team Band, Team in blue currently, we have Soggy as a heavy leading this team. Next up, Orange Juice as a pyro. Isai is also a pyro. CIA and Hong are soldiers. They're not doing so great this round. See if they can turn the tide on them. On the other team, we see Zalos as a heavy in first place for this team. Second place, we have a good name as a medic. Third, Scruff as a soldier. Fourth, Team as an engineer. Fifth, Namric as a soldier. Take a look. Team composition seems to be much better than blue teams right now. Just the variety of different classes, different damage types, and also they have a medic. It's going to give them an upper hand.
Yeah, the medic is a huge part of Team Fortress 2. That's a team with a good medic that's going to heal up the whole team. It's going to have a higher team is setting up turret here. See Namric in the tunnel. Scruff. We got a new spy, one of the team switch classes. The spy is going to try and go disguised as one of the red team and sneak behind it. Their name is healing in the tunnel.
See red team holding the top.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
The red team has really done a great job holding their high ground on top and has really just been able to pick off the blue team as soon as they leave the tunnel. That sentry gun is
Soggy getting a sap on it though. But Soggy got a sap on the sentry gun. That's gonna take but Timu was able to defend against it. Blue kind of missed their window there to take it out.
Got only 30 seconds left in the round. Blue team be able to continue this match. In order to get the match to continue, the team has to get the cart moved onto the next checkpoint.
They have to get it actually to all 4 checkpoints in order to equal Blue's speed, but I don't think they're going to be able to do that. Looks like this round is really going to be in Blue's favor. In Team Blue's favor. Going into overtime, the team has 4 seconds to touch the cart around that. That's what they can. Listen to the MVPs. Team U wins with Team U as the engineer, as MVP with 23 points this round. A good name as Medic with 17 in second place, and Zalos as a heavy in third. Great game. We're gonna head off to the next map now. We're gonna head off to the next map here. Next map is going to be Barn Blitz as we head off. Okay. What are you?
So we're gonna be heading to a new map here. It'll still be a similar game style. And,
Similar game mode, just a new
we'll
map,
see how it
and
goes.
we're gonna see how it goes. We'll be back after a short break. Enjoy the music. Still live? Okay, Drew. So Connor, Drew peeping. Connor's gonna go spectate. Connor's gonna spectate and kick one of the boxing that's put in. Or at welcome back, you guys. We're on the second map of 3 for the Team 2 tournament. Team U currently in blue dominated the last round, winning the first of the 3 maps. We'll see how they end up going in the last one here. Right now, it's in a little bit of a free-for-all mode as we get ready to start the next round. So this map is going to be a little bit different than the last map. Let's see, it's still a payload map. Both teams are trying to put the payload car into the enemy base. It's just structured a little bit differently. Still 4 points that we're going to be taking, but we'll see how it ends up playing out. A little bit different strategies. This map tends to be a little bit less open, especially with the large tunnels that can go back end. So we'll see a lot more that will choke points, a lot more medics, I would assume, especially since we use quite a bit. Right now we see a spy. He's just very the free situation. This is a spy. Team is letting a spy currently. Spy can disguise players and also go invisible. And his best move is a max bat, which instant kills people. He just exploded himself with a kill line. This is one of the reasons why I love this game. This happens a lot in games. You know, people hang out before the game starts. This happens all the time. This is a great example.
Yeah, but this looks like both teams are just kind of the action game begins.
We'll see it.
You got one of the medics playing a pilot.
Here we go into the second round. Let's take a look at the team composition, Bruce. For blue team, we see a soldier, a heavy, a medic, a soldier, and ammo man. Great team composition, but very close to the almost 6v6 meta. Only thing that's different is the heavy is only replaced by a scout. They're going to do pretty well, I think, with this team composition. Once again, red team not using a medic. They have 3 soldiers, a pyro, and a demo, and no medic. That might be really challenging for them, especially since they're not running engineer or any sort of strictly defense class. We'll see how this works out for them. I believe Team U is going to have going to be a very strong contender for the red team. We'll see how this ends up going.
Mission
We
begins
got
in
just a little
30
bit
seconds.
longer here until the gates open and the match will begin.
And this is the setup time currently. This would normally be used by the red team's engineers and medics to build Uber or to build sentry guns, dispensers, and teleporters. Since red team isn't really running any of those classes, I'm not sure that they're not really able to capitalize on this extra time given to them.
5, 4, 3,
Looks like the match is going to finally
One.
begin now.
And so we look at Avalon. Avalon gets Ubered, heading out of
Great strategy from Dalos and the medic to open the round through the apron and right through the defense, and blue team has it pretty clear now.
Timu flanking around the side into the barn area here. He's going to really want to secure that first point, make sure that red team can't get any defenses up in order to stop that first blue push. Timu with a great play, takes out 2 enemy soldiers. See how this works, laying down a sticky trap. Zalos
Card is
moving on.
moving uncontested right now. After Zalos was able to tear through the red team, since when the round was over, red team has been pretty dormant since then.
And we just got to see Soggy right there with a pretty understated play. Now that may have looked pretty simple. He stabbed a couple people, but that will be instrumental in red team's formation of a defense there. As a spy, it is his job to take out high priority targets such as heavies. He just capitalized on that. Let's see. Blue team now pushed over the top of this little ledge here. Red team isn't really having a great time trying to take them out. We'll see how this ends up working, but looks like blue team is going to easily take this outside courtyard area. Unless Soggy can do something about it, we see him flanking right now. Now, this is a weird feature on this map, makes it very unique. The cart does not continuously move, and for a while the cart has to stand still with you, still next to you, in order to turn the track. Now we see Orange Shirts and Team are fighting, and that's an entire red team. Kind of regretting the decision there. Has to go around, getting followed by a Pyro. See if Alsog can take him out. Should be able to. Let's see if he does. Timo takes him out. 13 health left. He gets a med kit. And he can fly.
Great play by Timo.
And that was really surprising. That's just a very skilled play right there, trying to take out that group of people.
Mamrick looks like that he has his rocket launcher setting up top, getting his ammunition. And blue team is about to get another check, it looks like, as red team has retreated a little bit in their defense, trying to get back together. A good name in Dallas going down for combinations, though, as blue team has mostly been in control of this round so far. Red team has had a couple of new plays, but red team may be high.
And if you're just joining us right now, we are in second of 3 maps for the first Team Fortress 2 tournament here at South Tahoe High School. As we see what's going to happen here, blue team has been pushing really aggressively throughout this entire round. It's Team U, funny name that I created by them, named after Emu. They're spectating Soggy as a pyro, being pocketed by Scruff as a medic. They are going to try to take care of this outside courtyard with this fight. But we'll see Triazan holding onto the cart, continuously pushing it, along with Zalog, getting a better name. We'll see if Soggy's really able to take care of them. Timu with a melee demo, taking out Soggy.
Able to take out more on the red team. Then Algot gets revenge. Looks like red team has taken the area of the cart for now. Blue team is able to advance it very deep into red space though, so blue team is able to push red off of it and get it moving just a little bit further, they'll win the game. Okay, blue team is going to have to make a push.
We see Scruff and Soggy. They've really, this is one of the ways that Marblitz is different than Badwater Basin. With these great core sections, such as this, making it harder for players to push. Now we continue coming up behind the soldier, getting a backstab. That's an important play.
Great job by team move.
And red team right now is not necessarily trying to prevent blue from ever getting to the point. They are trying to slow them down. Scruff with 7 health gets taken out by Team Move's revolver shot. Bed down for red team.
Namrick setting up a turret behind the red base.
That's going to be problematic for red. Soggy's going to try to defend the cart. Soggy top scoring for the red team. 21 points for the next versus 8. We'll see how this ends up.
Scruff is now as medic ready to heal up. Looks like Red's done a good job here. It looks like Blue will take this position for a brief moment, but Red has been able to get back here and gain control once again. The cart has started back, hasn't been around this in too long time, and it started to go back towards their base. So if Blue wants the cart to stop moving back the wrong direction, they'll have to get someone near it pretty soon.
Now we're taking a look at Orange Juice 43 here. And Scruff and Algot 20. They're going to try to hold on to this cart right here, depending if you're moving at all. Adria's in. Maverick sitting in the corner here. I'm curious what he's up to. Looks like he's trying to build something. Probably a teleporter even going up right there. That's going to allow red team or blue team to come in from the flank and take out. Red team. Let's see.
We've got some stuff going on behind the scenes. So Dallas is on the right.
Nice backburner play by Soggy. Backburner gives Soggy crits for burning anything from behind, and he just capitalized on that to take out Zalos and red team's push.
Red team's doing a great job here defending the cart sitting in their base. Blue was able to touch the cart there with Talus, so the cart isn't moving backwards anymore, but it is still not moving in the direction that they want it to go. As the cart will now resume moving backwards since they haven't touched it for a while. Looks like Namrick's still struggling trying to build something as red team is doing a great job with their defense of the cart here. We saw earlier in the round that the team was able to march the cart essentially right into red's base without all that much pushback from the red team, but now red team, once they've gotten into the base, has really taken control of the match. Blue team has gone dormant for a while here, no one able to move the cart. Scruff is still on medic,
and you see how his Betty gun is glowing right there. That means he has a full quick charge ready to pop it at any time if some member on his team can hold the middle for 8 seconds. Take a look at Struck here. Trying to steal. He might be cornered right there. Good way to escape for him, but he might have to pop through the just to avoid. Interesting play by Dallas, not even noticing Struck. He pops Stuber to get out of that situation. Orange 43 behind him now.
Struck lost.
Great effect. He regains it for Sock.
Orange Juice was able to get revenge on Zalus, so Zalus the Heavy is out of the area. Red team able to control there, get their people to respawn. Had a spot there where they had 3 of their people against only 1 red team, but red team has retaken the spot. That seems to be what has happened over the last few minutes of this round, is every time blue team seems like they're going to be able to put a push together, red team is able to hold it off and blue team is forced to lose.
And this is one of the more choking points in Team Fortress 2. We'll see if it ends up working. Timu's going to die right there to burning damage from Soggy. Soggy, really MVP of red team this round. Getting pick after pick after pick as Pyro, which is usually not a competitive class. Usually a competitive 5v5 or 6v6. Pyro is not used just for his lack of mobility, but Soggy putting it into great effect and really showing the blue team cost. Let's see, Timu building a sentry gun out in the courtyard to prevent people such as Soggy from going out there. Really trying to hold on. Scruff gets taken out by Zalos, makes a push from the top, pocketed by a good man. Then he just completely drained the entire inside area though.
Atriaza.
And we'll see as Team pushes Tarp with the rest of the team. Looks like cap the point. Yep, and Blue caps the point. 10 minutes and 54 seconds is the time to beat for all 4 points. Let's see if Red Team can complete that.
So now we see red and blue team will switch sides. So in this next round, the people who were on blue team in that last round will now be on red, as the camera defenders will now be forced to defend back.
And now we're in setup time. Team U has now switched. They are now the red team. And Team Red is now wearing blue.
We can see some of the high-profile names that switch sides. Zalus was running heavy in the last game. He'll stay on heavy on defense now. Team was also very involved.
And let's take a look. Soggy right now running, switching to heavy instead of pyro, trying to just give the core that it might need to try to get those pushes. And also staying pyro, orange juice, soldier, Struck is still going to be medic. Get right is going to be so soldier. We'll see how that competition works for team. Blue team in this having to push the part to the end faster than the red team than Team U with the We'll see how this works out. They've got 10 minutes to make it all work.
We have a couple of really well made up
Let's take a look at Soggy versus Zala. Zala's goes down as many heavy duels. A good name makes it out with good help as Team Blue team easily pushing through it as Team sets up another one in the hopes he can get up. I don't think he can be able to hold that up. Like, early enough. And Timu goes down without much of a fight. Let's take a look at Namric. Now Soldier tries taking a teleporter, but it was taken out by Soggy. So he's not going to have much chance with that. Blue team really pushing quickly, and as I talked about earlier, the first point is really and so far it's been that way. But we'll see how this is working out. Soggy really being a great core for his team, taking out many a player, including Zalos and Namric, two of the higher profile blue players. Team we're trying to set up a sentry gun, can't quite get it up, blown to bits. And so once again, we're at that turntable here, waiting for that table to turn around so that we can continue pushing the cart. Scruff with only 20% maneuver. Let's see if he can build that all the way up or if he'll die before. It's Medic's job to basically stay alive at all costs. In competitive life, it's a no question to have to make sacrifice your life to save Medic or sacrifice your own life to get the other.
Zalos was able to defend the first half. He's able to advance in order to capture the point, but looks like red team has held them off. Forced the team to fall back and regroup.
Zalos pops over against Scruff and Soggy. And he's taking control of this area, but the Medic goes down. A Good Name and Zalos both go down. So a disaster for the red team. That means Medic down for red. They don't have the core of their team anymore, and their heavy is down as well.
As you can see, the team has 7 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in order to push the cart all the way to come away with the victory. Cart is into the final red base. Blue team is doing a great job. Namric is going to have to try and have a final push for the red team. Final defense.
Who stopped pushing the cart?
Cart is still Soggy keeps it going, but now Soggy just got taken out by Namric. So the cart is stopped temporarily. Just barely off the spot.
It's really going to be an interesting push here as Team U struggles to get a sentry gun. Blue team has 6 minutes to push the point, and looks like they're going to be able to do it pretty easily. We'll see. I've seen some miracles happen at the end of the game. I remember one game I joined, we held last point for 9 minutes, but those things are really rare between, so we'll see if Red can pull it off. Really struggling to get their footing. Tebow switching to Pyro. That's a pretty good call. He's realizing right now that he's not going to be able to get any sort of defensive setup. But blue team wins. Blue team wins. That solidifies them as the victor of the second round, meaning that we go into the tiebreaker now. As the tournament is a best of 3 for 3 maps, we'll see who could win the last map and win the entire tournament. As we switch maps, we're going to go to some music. We'll be back. We'll be back in a little bit. Thanks for watching and stick around. No, no, no. So now we're to the next map. It's going to you just saw Halo Badwater, which Team U won. Then we saw the next map, which was Payload Barn Blitz. That was won by Team Red. And now we're going to head over to Payload Upward, one of my favorite maps in the game, and for our finale. Currently, the score is 1-1. Team U having won Halo Badwater, and Team Red having won Barn Blitz. We'll see who can win this one. I'm not sure. Teams are pretty well balanced, so we'll see how this works out. This map does change a bit from both of the other ones, where Barn Blitz is very claustrophobic and tight, and Badwater is very open. Payload Upward is pretty contained map in some sections, such as the tunnel and the last point, but it's very open in other places. I think we're going to see quite a few variations in gameplay, and we'll see what happens.
This will be the tiebreaker game, as whichever team is able to take this map will come away with the victory.
So, as we go into this little, it's like a little bit of a warm-up round, a little bit of, get to know the other team kind of section. Let's take a look at the team composition. So, if we look at you currently, they're running a soldier, a heavy, a medic, another soldier, and a demo man. Very good offensive loadout. Let's take a look at Dan, or Team Red. They are going to be running a soldier, a scout, a soldier, a pyro, and a medic. So let's see what happens here. It's going to be interesting. Currently in setup time. Let's take a look. We're spectating Scruff. He's got its full. We're using the stock medigun. Usually a good call, especially in one of these rounds. The stock medigun is a very powerful weapon, one of the most powerful tools in the game, and as we were talking about earlier, it might actually be medic for class.
Now the match will begin as here we go, the final 2 rounds of the Team Fortress 2 tournament.
Yeah, both teams have to have a chance to attack and defend. Right now, the red team's job is just to slow down the blue team's advance as much as they can so that they can make that same advance later, quicker. Great Uber by Scruff and Soggy. Soggy once again back on Pyro, just proving that he can destroy the other team.
5 minutes left in the
Now we see Grapple Shaker trying to push out here. Doesn't really look like he has the backup fire. Now he does. A good name in Zalos coming in to back him up. Zalos takes out Zalos and Grapple Shaker take out Soggy and take control of the payload card as they move forward. We're experiencing a few technical difficulties. We'll be back in one moment. Okay, so blue team continuously pushing. Blue team has been pushing, taking the first point with these as they head into the tunnel. Red team doesn't seem to be regrouping very well. They seem to be throwing bodies at the problem instead of coordinating as a team. Out. And since this game is Team Fortress 2, we're not working at a team. Nothing's gonna happen. Now we see Scruff standing back here. Now we see Gravel Shaker in the tunnel along with a better name, Medic. They're going to try to take out Soggy right there. They do. Blue team really pushing out of this tunnel. Now this is one of the points where this is either an easy push for blue team or a really difficult push that ends up.
Really, I think the key for blue team is to keep the cart moving. Once they have it going, keep it moving and not let it stop. Because once the blue team has the cart stop, then they have a hard time getting it moving again. That's been something that we've seen as a reoccurring thing throughout all three games we've had so far.
And great sentry placement by Namrek. He's a newer player to the game, but he really has picked the engineer and rolled with it. Great sentry placement. Ends up taking out Scruff and which is going to give blue team the edge. Namrek now trying to chase down a Pyro. Might not be the best decision as he's on low health. Let's take a look at the blue reinforcements coming in. We see a better name than Zala moving forward. They're going to decide to go through the tunnel instead of flanking on top. CDA aiming in for the red team as both teams fighting a bitter fight down here in the tunnel. Red team is taking control of the top, but Namrek still has an entry gun up, very low health. And it's in, as Namrek goes down to stop, he loaded the sentry gun, allowing red team to try to take over that area once again. Timu flanking behind in the back burner as blue team captures the second point. Blue team's spawn will now move forward to the to inside the tunnel, and red teams will move ahead into the last point where you're seeing right now.
Blue team's done a really good job so far this game. Like we said, they haven't ran into a situation where the cart's been left alone. They've had at least someone or a couple of members on the team near the cart at all times, which has really been good to keep the red team from being able to completely wipe them out. Because once the blue team gets wiped out to the point where there's nobody by the cart, they have a really hard time getting back near it, where red team just doesn't take them out immediately.
And I think we really need to appreciate players like Timu right here. He was a Pyro. We just saw him coming forward quite a ways in front of the cart. What he's trying to do is break up Red's defense, make sure that they can't get organized. It doesn't matter if he dies, but if he just disrupts Red long enough, they won't have any defense, and there'll be no problem for power classes of the Allies to just take them out. Scruff really fighting a tough battle here. He's really struggling. Not much he can do as a medic, and his team isn't really there to back him up. He's going to need to regroup a little bit. I'd be interested to see if Red Team can get their stuff together here. No engineers on Red for a defense map, even on defense, which seems a little bit odd.
Looks like the cart started to move backwards for a second there, but now has gotten past the 4th checkpoint. So now the blue team has the cart moving again. They have 3 people on the cart. Red team's gonna have to put up a stand here. Orange Juice fell to fall damage, and this has just been that kind of game for red team so far. Scruff, the medic, has been left to fend for himself for a lot of the game. Red team has just not been able to hold up a strong defense against the blue team as they've just ran right through them. So
Well,
red team's gonna need a miracle here.
Now let's see if they can hold on to it. Looks like Soggy might be able to do something as a heavy, but might just be too late. As the cart gets pushed up this small ramp, looks like Balon are going to completely destroy them. We'll see if they can hit the point, but it looks like that's going to be the end of the game, end of the first round of Upward. Time to beat now is 6 minutes and 20 seconds for the full 4 points.
So to clarify, the teams are now switching sides, and the new blue team, which was the red team in the last round, is now going to have to take the point and move the cart all the way to the end in under 6 minutes and 28 seconds. And if they cannot, then the red team now will take the win.
Yeah, we'll see if the red team can repeat that same success. Namrick still going engineer, Goodman still going medic. Tag 11 soldier. Zalos has a heavy leading his team. And Timu as a pilot. We'll see if that team competition works again for them. It looks pretty good.
30 seconds.
I would venture to guess it'll work out for them. Let's take a look at man here, the blue team this round. Soggy running heavy, Scruff as a medic, Outlodge as a pyro, Orange Juice 43 as a soldier, and Bloody Bat as a soldier as well. So we'll see how this ends up working.
10 seconds.
Last round we fought Scruff, and normally in competitive, normally the medic is the center of the team, not the people rally around. Last time we saw Scruff almost being forgotten by his team, kind of left out on the open guy, so we'll see if that happens once again. Looks like it might be a little more comedic, Red team pops Uber, Zala comes going, gonna easily try to take out Soggy, Ultra pops, taking out Zala and team. Orange Juice 43 now trying to fight the medic and the soldier on the red team here.
This is an impressive start for the blue team. They've got the cart moving right away, and this is exactly what they were looking for. Come out of the gates and really assert themselves and take advantage of that first point. They, like we said before, they only have 5 minutes and 42 seconds remaining before the red team will win the round and take the entire match for themselves.
So it looks like blue team's gonna easily capture that first point. 5 minutes and 22 seconds remaining as they have to capture 3 more points. Let's see how well they're able to push through the tunnel. Now, we talked about earlier, the tunnel is either a really easy place for a team to push through, or it's the place for Team U last round. We saw it was a really easy push, but we'll see if that changes as we head up the tunnel. Looks like it's going to be fairly easy for the blue team so far. Azala is really fighting to try to stop them, but can't quite do it. Soggy really just pulling out the big guns, literally, with his brass beast minigun. Just really being the core of his team along with Strut. I see blue team still pushing. 4:34 remaining in the round. Both teams so far, I think it's an interesting idea. Both teams so far this tournament have really done much better on offense. We haven't seen any failed pushing at all so far. So we'll see if it is one, but I doubt it. Looks like it's going to be either a time thing if they can't push in the next 4 minutes, or it's going to end up in blue team's favor.
Really, I think that's a theme that you can notice throughout most of Team Fortress 2. In order to put together a strong defense, you have to have a very coordinated team that can work together and not be independent of each other. And I think that's what both teams on defense have been more of a individual effort rather than working together as a team with medics and stuff like that. So that's been a factor in why the defense is so weak for sure.
And if we also take a look at the class picks, also especially aggressive defensive. Heavy is the only outlier here, being a pretty defensive class, but teams such as classes such as Engineer haven't really been making appearance on any team. So game hasn't really stalemated as much. We're watching Scruff here at the pocket, so we're trying to take out Zalos. Runs out of ammo. That's going to be really bad for him. The shotgun. We'll see if Orange Juice 43 can hit his shots, and Soggy comes in and back them up.
Blue team looks like this is exactly what they couldn't have happened. They only have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, and the cart has come to a stop. So they'll need to retake the cart really quickly here and get it moving again. Again, 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go before they are out of time to move the cart into the final checkpoint. They have the cart moving again now, which is definitely what they needed, and they'll have to stay coordinated right now, work together as a team, and get through this red base quickly.
As we see here, Scruff with 21% Uber, keeping the team alive. both soldiers on the red team really helping support Doggy as they make their push. No sentry gun up for the red team. That's going to be detrimental for them. Normally the sentry gun acts as a really big blockade for any pushing team. But right now we're not seeing that. 1 minute 57 remaining as the current blue team or team man pushes the card down, winning the turn of the round here at Upward, but also winning the tournament in general. Just an amazing display right there.
Congratulations to Team Man as they take the inaugural South Tahoe High School Team Fortress 2 tournament. You know, today they really played a coordinated effort and did a great job on offense, being able to push the points and get the checkpoints that they needed to get in order to come up with the victory.
They sure did. And now we're going to change level. We're just going to meet our teams and get a sense of and talk to them and see what they
Get some post-game thoughts.
Yeah. Hey, welcome back, you guys. We're here with the two teams. We've got Team U right here in the blue, and Team Man here in the red. Team U winning. Team Man winning the tournament very narrowly right there at the end, with only a 1 minute and 57-second margin between the two teams. Thank you very much, everybody, for participating. I want to just get a couple thoughts. Scruff, I really noticed that your team in the last round really kind of held together and was able to push to the very end. What do you think facilitated that? Do you have any thoughts? And it was really incredible. But also, I kind of wanted to ask Salas and kind of your counterpart on the on Team U. was Zalodge, really holding his team together, top scoring every single round, and especially on earlier rounds, was really instrumental in just having his team being kind of the spearhead of his team's push. Zalodge, anything to say?
It's actually my first time playing TFT, so I'm normally versed in like competitive FPS games, so it's pretty easy to transition to this game and having watched videos and playing TFT, knowing that like just some basic stuff and focusing healers into the DPSs into the tanks is really important because then you know your priorities straight on who to kill.
Well, thank you very much. And I really, especially for a first timer, how much you pushed through and led your team. Speaking of team leaders, Soggy just had a great couple of games, especially at the back burner Pyro on Barnwitz. Some incredible flank plays. What are your comments? Okay, so thank you very much, everybody, for participating. We really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. If you're watching the stream right now, hopefully we'll get a chance to do this again sometime in the future. Thank you very much for watching. Congratulations to Team Man for winning the tournament, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks.